All right, everybody, we're in the truck. As you know, we're picking up a bike, but I don't have a bike trailer. So we're hopping in my truck, we're headed over to my brother's house. We're gonna pick up the trailer because it's actually my dad's trailer. Probably need to buy my own. My brother has it. I'm gonna go get it from him, and then we gotta go to my dad's house, put the wheel chock on, and then tomorrow we'll be able to ride 5 hours one way to go pick this bike up. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet, but let's get it. All right, so I'm at my dad's. There was a miscommunication. He's not here. He's in town grocery shopping. So I called him up and I was like, I need to borrow the wheel chock. So I actually have one of these at home. I haven't put together yet for the lift, but this is drilled and done specifically for this trailer. My brother's been borrowing the trailer for cutting grass. This is actually my dad's trailer that he uses to haul a bike or anything he needs done when he needs it, which isn't often. But being alone, it's a pain in the butt. So we've got to get this installed. You got 4 long bolts, washers and everything. And what I'm doing is I'm jamming this Allen right there. And then we're getting underneath there and tighten everything up. So after I do this a couple more times, we'll be ready to leave. 4 bolts, they're a pain in the ass, but can't talk shit when you're borrowing a trailer. This locking technique works really well. It just sucks when you have to basically lock it into place, and then you have to get down there, tighten everything up, and then get back up on top, move it to another bolt. All right, we have got it installed. It wasn't that big of a deal. Honestly, what sucked the most is just crawling on the gravel up under the trailer. I am not a teenager anymore. I'm nowhere near a teenager anymore, so that kind of sucked. But we got it installed, so pretty much for tonight, we're done. We're gonna drop back over here in the morning, drop our dog off because we're gonna be late coming home Saturday. So I don't want the dog to be up the whole time. My parents don't mind watching her. So we'll see you in the morning. All right, we're finally about loaded up, ready to go. Doggo is going with us. We were gonna just have my parents swing by here tonight, let her out. We're gonna be getting back late tonight. But they were like, nah, just drop her off. We're going over there for my birthday tomorrow anyways. So we'll pick her up tomorrow. But she's going for just a part of the ride. But let's go get this bike. All right, time to drop off Doggo. We're at her favorite place in the world, so she'll be happy while we go and get a bike. All right, we're on the road as usual. This is 95. This is what we always have to deal with. We're on a major highway and traffic, we're stopped. I hate going 95, but it is what it is. It's how we got to get there. Old dude did call me this morning. He was trying to get a new tire put on the bike. But he wasn't sure if the tire was going to get put on in time. He's already taken the wheel off. I kindly told him that we're driving 5 hours on with a trailer. I don't care what tire's on that bike. Put the wheel back on. You know, we're coming to pick this up today. He did show me a little bit more corrosion on the bike than I was hoping for. Is what it is. We're gonna have to change some hardware out, clean the bike up a lot. And he doesn't have a key for it. So it's got like a lock ignition up top, and it's not locked, so you can ride and all that kind of stuff, but sounds like the original owner or whoever he got it from passed away. Nobody knows what the key is. So he's got the bike, but we're just gonna have to get it rekeyed or change a lock and get a new key, whatever. But who knows how long it's gonna take to get there. We're on to get this bike. Comment down below if you think you know what the bike is yet. I'm not gonna tell you till I show you, but just comment down below, what do you think?
title should be all you need if you want that other stuff, just to show.
Yeah.
So that one I might need because it's got the Suburban on it as well.
Oh, yeah.
On the same day. But
Get whatever you need over here.
yeah, that's just my tax receipt. That's the estate paperwork.
Okay. Again, so at least it ain't that. Thanks again.
Enjoy.
Yeah, hopefully you can go buy another project now.
I'll say that. I need to delete Marketplace off my phone.
Well, that's...
Same.
Yeah.
I need to sell that one park bike, and then the other DR350, and hang that motor on the project code.
Alright, that was a little bit of a adventure. The bike wasn't put together when we got there. So we showed up at the exact same time. He had the wheel and tire. I was gonna go grab the camera, but I helped him put the front wheel back on, and then he test rode it, then I test rode it. That took, I don't know, we were there a little over an hour, about an hour. But we acquired the bike, as you saw. A little rougher around the edges. I was thinking this was gonna be a kind of like winter project, but I think it's a little too rough to have as like a build, just because there's a lot of time and money that would need to be put into it just to get it clean. I think instead it just needs to be a nice rider. So I think that's probably what we're gonna do. What I might do is just clean it up the best I can, fix some of the small issues on it that it has, and then possibly flip it late summer and still be on the lookout for a winter project. I still might sell this, maybe sell the Dyna 2, and just have some money set aside for a full-on winter project. It's kind of what I want, so we'll see what happens. Comment down below if you already know what it is, and what do you think we should do with it. But as far as now, we got 4 hours and 47 minutes to go, and we'll be home. We should make it home before midnight, depending on how many stops we take. All right, we're stopping and getting some food. Unfortunately, we stopped near Barnes & Noble, so I guess we gotta run in here real quick. I guess I can't be mad. We're up Marketplace hunting, so I guess we can look for a book. All right, biggest fear realized. They called us to our table before we could even look for the book she wanted, so we have to eat fast if she wants to make it to Barnes & Noble. But you know, we're still like 3 hours from home, so I'm trying to get home, not be out till midnight, but that's, oh God, that car's dragging something. But yeah, we're probably gonna be out late, but it's okay, we have an FXR now. Speaking of it, if you haven't figured it out in the video yet, it's a 92 FXR. Very crusty. We're gonna call it Salty Sally, but it's pretty much a barn find. Do you even need that menu?
No, I don't.
Bring on the rolls. The best part. All right,
Their mission trip, they're definitely not going to Barnes & Noble to get some up there.
No. All right, so definitely forgot to show the steak, but come on, everybody comes there for the rolls, right? So we got some.
Leave with the rolls.
Yeah, had to get some rolls to go. You know how it is.
Roll.
Some road rolls, baby. When you've been married for a long time, all you get is road rolls. Anyways, we got to run back to Barnes & Noble's because we're still open to find that book she was looking for. And then we need to get on the road. We're still over 3 hours from home. We got to stop at Bucees, unfortunately, to get gas. They got cheap gas at least. And they got nice big pumps that's easy to get in there with trailer. And we could finally make it home either today or early tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Such a nerd.
Kill him.
Because I don't know how to read. Doesn't look like they have the book she's looking for, unfortunately. All right, book acquired. Wasn't the one she was looking for, but you know, she's gonna buy something. So we're gonna hit the truck. We're not going far because Buc-ee's isn't that far, but they got cheap gas and we need gas. So we'll fill up there and then head home. All right, we're at beautiful Buc-ee's land, unfortunately. But take a quick guess. Put it down in the comments how much this is going to cost. Our gas light was on. $71. That hurt a little bit. Cost a little bit of money to go get this thing. All right, get your nectar of the gods so we can get out of here. Most chaotic yet efficient place in the entire world. Our government needs to learn a thing or two from Buc-ee's. Party time. All right, we made it out alive. Let's get back to the truck, get the hell home. So Buc-ee's isn't really that bad as long as you don't come like heat of the day, summertime. We're at night, so it's not that terrible. But you come up in here, like rolling through here at 12 o'clock this afternoon, terrible. At night, or kind of like off travel season, it's not that bad. Cheap gas, and everything actually does run pretty quick, and cheap prices. Well guys, it's the next morning. Got in late last night, as what we thought. Got the FXR here. Let's go over it and tell you what's going on. So this is our new project bike. It is a 92 FXR. Kind of excited about it. It is definitely in worse shape than I thought it was going to be. Visually, mechanically, I think it's pretty sound. It rode pretty good. I could only go up the road and back in the neighborhood. I didn't actually go on like a real road because it's got some serious cracks, serious dry rot going on. Didn't want to take that on the road there. We're gonna have to get us a new tire right away before we actually do any riding. So unfortunately there won't be any riding in this video, but we can talk about it. So the guy got this bike from an estate sale. See, the original owner passed away. There's an executive of the state. They sold this bike to the guy I bought it from. He didn't have it long. He put a battery in this thing like, I think 2 months ago. I got a receipt for that. I think he had it for a few months, kind of like a leftover winter project, I guess. I don't know. Got it running. Runs pretty good. We'll start it up in a second. But yeah, he never really got to like riding it around. He was going to put a tire on that day, which I don't quite understand because we were coming to pick it up and I was completely fine knowing that it needed a front tire. You know, bringing a trailer, I was not even going to try to ride it home, especially 5 hours home. But that kind of fell through, and we had to put the front wheel back on while we were there. So we kind of had to jump right into action and didn't really film much there, but that's okay. But we have some work to do. This thing is crusty. One of the only fixes we need to do is the sight glass is leaking. It's not too bad when it's standing up like this, but when it's over on the kickstand there, it leaks down and drops on the ground. So that needs to be fixed. Not a big problem. I think a metal version is like 35 bucks. One of the big glaring problems for me is the oxidation here. I don't know how well that's showing up, but the oxidation is pretty rough. So we're gonna have to figure out a way. Comment down below if you know a good way to get some of this oxidation that's all over the fork tube. I've been doing some research, trying to figure some stuff out. I think we will be able to figure it out, but just comment down below if you know anything. I'm thinking these levers might be a good test piece for some different stuff. I am wondering what the brake fluid looks like in these. A master cylinder turned over like that, that's going to be hard to clean out and bleed the brakes there. But we're going to have to do something. Although I will say the brakes felt great. Of course, I wasn't going too fast, but hit the front brakes, hit the rear brakes. They felt pretty good. What I'll probably do is start with the rear and see how that looks. If it looks okay, then we might be all right. It's got to take the saddlebag rails off because we're not doing saddlebags. And the only other like really bad thing is all over different parts of the frame where like it's rusted and paint's popped off. I don't know if I'm gonna try and like do something about that. They make like Harley Vivid Black in a spray can, and I might buy one just to try and like, you know, hit these little touch spots, because unfortunately this bike is a little too crusty for me to like want to do a full build, because it's not quite the model I would prefer anyways. I would prefer like a convertible or something a little different that just had the, you know, dual front discs, had the speed and tack, and you know, it's cool. But I think this might become a flip bike, not sure, but it's going to be a great bike to learn and test out some new different things. But I mean, let's get to the important part. Let's start this thing up. Definitely an old school look, old school sound. Sounds great. Starts right up. Had to start it back up and use the enrichment a little bit, but I mean, it's a pretty solid runner and rider, minus, you know, the front tire that looks like it's about to blow out. But oh yeah, the only other problem I just remembered, we don't have a key for it. This is like an aftermarket deal, and we don't have a key for that, so we're gonna have to, I don't know if we can get that keyed. I don't know if that's got like, that looks like a regular style key. So I don't know if we can get that keyed or whatever we can do there, or we're gonna have to change that piece out. Not sure. I'm not super worried about it because it's not locked. But yeah, we're gonna have to give this old girl some love and figure out what we're gonna do with it. Every time I start it up, it makes me want to build the hell out of it. But financially, not sure if this is gonna be the best route to go. I think the biggest thing I need to do is obviously get a tire for it and get it rideable, and then just start doing things little by little that don't really cost money, but just make her look good. And that's really gonna tell me where I need to go. I've got a set of risers I can use. I've got a stock Dyna handlebar that I'm not sure if it's going to work with that riser. It's a stock 05 Dyna setup. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I can at least use the riser and get me like a cheaper handlebar. The seat is a big one that it just looks dated and ugly, unfortunately. But you know, ain't a whole lot we can do there. I can try to find one on Marketplace, but they're expensive. Rear shocks, this bike is definitely low. It needs a different shock for sure, and these are pretty crusty. Turn signals, they need to go. I think a nice freshen up of this bike would be getting rid of the turn signals, getting a LED tail light. This one's all kind of like cracked on both sides anyways. Just those things alone, maybe a lay down plate because they're kind of cheap. Just those couple things, taking the sissy bar off, you know, that would change a lot. And then possibly doing a different headlight. Although, you know, this headlight's fine. Haven't tried it at night though, so may not be that fine. But yeah, comment down below. I know this end of the video has been a little rambly, but I'm excited. Comment down below what you think, what you would do with it. Like this video, and if you're not subscribed, please do so. We're doing a build series. Follow along. Don't quite know the direction yet, but I want to be dropping these videos in order, so I'm going to be filming some ahead of time and kind of batch these videos up so I can be dropping these in hopefully a pretty quick order. Hopefully we don't screw anything up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and as always, keep it wretched.